conferences, won national titles, and no matter what happens, they find their way back to each other. And when these two meet, the whole nation pays attention. Glad to have you with us from the original Cotton Bowl, located on the fairgrounds in the heart of Dallas, Texas. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Texas Longhorns, taking on another SEC rival, the Oklahoma Sooners. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Sooners will put total leather to crank us up. Bring it back from inside his spot. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Texas's offense comes onto the field first today. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing. Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time, because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Palmer.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You've got to be able to play within yourselves and play one snap at a time. That last game got...
There he goes! Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
The Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
He might want another play. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Let's take just a moment here and talk a little. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So Oklahoma's offense will have its first possession of the game. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Texas! And they turn it into a defensive score.
defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Sooners want to move quickly.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Sooners decide to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He turns like that, or why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. A lot of chapters in this rivalry. They've been in different conferences. They've been in the same conference, and now they're going to the SEC to elevate this feud.
And I feel like it just takes rivalry games in the SEC to a whole new level. Right? When you think about Texas and Oklahoma, you think about past Heisman Trophy winners and national championships. And now, David, you're adding that to Florida, Georgia, Alabama, LSU. It's just an entirely different level now.
And it's just fun to watch rivalries in college football. And we've lost a lot of them with expansion. This one we get to keep. I love that they're both going to the SEC. They're going to play each other a bunch. We're going to still have this Red River rivalry that gets so many people excited. It's an unbelievable event. We've been there for game day a bunch. It is absolutely crazy.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. He got it! They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. The Longhorns are on the move. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Touchdown Longhorn! Quick strike through the air for the score. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. On the move from inside his 5. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. They'll run it from the gun. Finds a crease at the 20. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30. And the Sooners moving quickly to the line.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. To the air, it's Gage. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Takes it on the return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. The short hands, it's Bobo. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Back to pass. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Pressure coming. The incomplete pass, 4th down, fails, and they'll turn it over.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case in there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now he lost it high and deep down the left side. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that. Goes on.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. He'll do it himself. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
I hate being that guy guy to say just take a dive, don't take a hit. When the play is going absolutely nowhere, you might think about it.
First, do no harm, right? And you've already been harmed, so just don't make it worse.
Don't take those big shots unless you know it's for an important situation. Goal line, third down, touchdown.
Now facing a third and long. Looking to throw, it's Gage. Oh, they're after him. Finds the tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. To the air on first down. Under fire. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Right on target this time. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
All right, defense. It ain't working. We're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Finds his big tight end. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed. And if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendency.
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Hauls it in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Now it's 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Texas! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. They march 78 yards down the field, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to throw, it's Gage. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll try the run. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They want to throw it. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. And the Sooners in the hurry-up. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Jamison. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Got 5 wideouts spread across the field on 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Unloads it left. Wide open downfield. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Looking to throw again. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He just got rid of that one to save the down, didn't see anything he liked. 7th play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Scanning the field, it's Gage. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense trying to take it back. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28, first down. Power football with the run. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's got the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Using the quick game. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Here's a hit. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries, you got to get pressures, and when you can get hits and make them...
Touchdown Longhorns! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the 2nd half.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis, and through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the 2nd half here. The Longhorns will kick it away to start the 2nd half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
Makes the grab. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. The Sooners come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. To the air, it's Gage. Lost one deep down the right side. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
There are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions, throwing the foot.
Turning it on! And he's brought down after a nice gain.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead. They're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He's got his man, makes the grab. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. And the Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it through the air. It's complete to the right. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Powers forward. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas! And Bevo's really starting to snarl right now, and he'd love to rub the Schooner's face right in it, David.
Yeah, they got it cooking. The Longhorns are looking good. In this rivalry game, you got half the crowd in this burnt orange, Jesse, that is going bananas right now.
Boomer Sooners got the weapons, though, guys, on offense. You've got the horses on the outside to turn this thing into a track meet. I know you're down here, but you can change this game. It just takes one play.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line. The Sooners in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Caught in the backfield, it's Basket. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has his offense on the move. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. He'll pull it on the read. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. And the Sooners can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking for a man. It's Gage. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks. They keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the 3rd downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. The Sooners will call on their punt team. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They go to the ground. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
I think a big key in this team's success today has been their ability to run the football. They've been able to just hand it off and go churn out yards. They've had this defense on their heels all game long. It's given them a big cushion in this game so far. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Catch in the middle. It's Bobo. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. That's caught. It's Cook. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy. He can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Makes the grab on the left. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll go with the 5 wide out set on 2nd and 7. Gonna look downfield again. Grabbed over the middle. It's Cook. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That 1st down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Longhorns! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the fourth, and they are going to go to 7-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Miami is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Canes fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. We expected to see a shakeup in the ACC. It's bound to happen in this kind of game. But this type of win is a serious statement.
Kevin, thanks a lot. It's as if they had a good one there. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Quarterback on the keeper. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. The Sooners will send out the punt unit. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
You don't see offensive pass interference called very often, so usually you know it's pretty blatant. It's pretty obvious. It's a severe push-off or, obviously trying to break up a play so you don't give up a pick, but clear offensive pass interference on that play.
And he's dragged down.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier third down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the first down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on third down. And shoot, and I got fourth down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Unleashes to the end zone. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. It was the Longhorns who will ride off into the sunset.